The world has descended into chaos. A mysterious geomagnetic aurora blankets the skies, disabling GPS, satellites, and automated systems. The civilians teeter on the brink of collapse. Amid this turmoil, the New England Port Authority reactivates an ancient lighthouse on the remote island of Outsmouth. You are the sole keeper, tasked with guiding vessels through perilous waters. The last line of defense against the dark and unpredictable sea. These events foreshadow the catastrophe that later manifests in No, I'm Not a Human. This is a precursor to the broader societal unraveling. Wiki arrives at Outsmouth Lighthouse, greeted by a courier delivering supplies and a paycheck. He calls his wife and daughter on a daily basis to let them know he's safe. But everything feels off. Shadows twist unnaturally in the flickering light. Cryptic symbols emerge on the walls, and the radio emits fragmented voices urging abandonment, monitoring the radio, identifying ships, plotting safe courses and sending instructions become a meticulous balancing act. Even simple tasks carrying existential weight in the world that seems fundamentally broken. Over time, operational directives evolve. You may reroute cargo ships with questionable goods, inspect suspicious vessels. Each decision produces unforeseen consequences. Isolation is total, yet moments of normalcy persist. Brief calls to your wife and daughter, maintaining your quarters. These rituals act as tenuous anchors amid encroaching physical strain. Over time, the local events outside the village also start becoming crazier. Gradually, both the lighthouse and your perception begin to deteriorate. Lights flicker erratically, walls develop incomprehensible symbols and writhing forms, and black, viscous fluid spreads across the floor. The aurora outside behaves almost sentiently, warping perception and destabilizing reality. Each decision carries profound moral circumstantial implications. Sending a cargo north could prevent a plague, yet delay critical medicine for your daughter. Rescuing a child from the cultists may compromise research that could have saved communities. These choices reverberate outward, influencing towns, ships, and potentially the fate of the world. Survival encompasses the physical, emotional, ethical, and cognitive dimensions. The game's visual design amplifies the psychological tension. The hand-drawn aesthetic is both striking and unsettling. The visuals do as much to establish dread as the sound or writing, making the experience both visually and emotionally compelling. The resource mechanics further heighten the strategic tension. While fishing provides sustenance, managing supplies become part of the challenge. Food runs low, causing the player to ration carefully. While fishing helps, it's never enough to feel safe. Every day is a reminder that you're cut off from the world. Subtle narrative cues suggest this is the inception of a broader disaster. Mentions of disease and chaos in the city hint at the same catastrophe that will unfold in No, I'm Not a Human. In that game, the world has already been devastated by mysterious disease that transforms people and destabilizes society, creating lawless zones and cult-like factions. Your wife and daughter still in the city, the uncertain fate magnifying the tension. Surviving the lighthouse may represent only the initial stage in society descending toward total collapse. One of the main antagonists from No, I'm Not a Human also appears during these events, subtly influencing the unfolding chaos. His presence ties the lighthouse events directly to the larger story, suggesting that the supernatural and malevolent forces shaping the future were already active, manipulating outcomes even before the main catastrophe fully erupts. Ultimately, static dread transcends the simple act of maintaining a light, determining survival, moral consequence, and the boundary between the known and the unknown. The aurora, the shadows, and the static-filled radio crafting a reality in which you are simultaneously anchored and isolated. For the complete story, like the video and leave a comment.